I wonder what date it is. Oh wow, it's nearly the end of 2023. Time surely does fly. Anyway, I can't think of any better way to end the year than to review all the projects and games I've worked on and see how they hold up now. Without further delay, enjoy the video.
But wait, did you start your Terraria project in 2022, not 2023?
Oh, shut up, Timmy. I technically finished the project in 2023, so that means it's a 2023 project. Also, I'd watch your snarkiness, because by the power of editing, I can easily explode you right now.
Wait, what?
I'm not going to talk too much about this game, as I already have a video on my channel that talks about it, so go check it out if you haven't seen it yet. Also, that video is one of my most popular videos on this channel, so thank you guys so much for that. I made this as a fun little programming challenge project, and I'm kind of happy with how it turned out in the end, but there are a few things I kind of wish I did differently. First of all, I think the code can be rather hard to follow at times. This seems to be a bad habit I have with projects where my code progressively degenerates into spaghetti. Additionally, this game isn't the most performant. It attempts to load the entire world, so memory usage is way too high in my opinion. I believe it consumes about 300 megabytes of RAM. Additionally, I think I used OpenGL a little too inefficiently, which leads to somewhat high CPU usage and some performance issues at times. However, this is still a project I'm somewhat proud of, and if you want to check it out, I'll link the download page in the description of the video. I personally consider this game to be the greatest achievement of my sophomore year of high school. Ah yes, 2023, the year of the definitely real alien encounters and UFOs. So what better time to make a game about blasting aliens in space? This is a fairly simple project that I made to test out Lua scripting and integrating it with a C program, and I decided to use Lua to program enemy behavior, which allowed for some quite diverse enemy types. However, one not so great thing about this game is that I didn't handle any potential errors with Lua, which would make modding this game quite annoying in reality, and it did make my life more difficult than it probably should have been when I was originally developing this game. Here's some of my favorite enemy types that I programmed. Some square aliens that move in a pretty cool pattern. Star aliens that dive bomb you and shoot fireballs at you. Slime aliens that bounce around the screen. I found that this wave is rather difficult and a little unfair to beat at times, but I think it looks kind of cool. And I also really like the final boss and its different attacks. I'm not going to talk too much about this game as I already made a video about it, so go check that out if that interests you. I'll probably also include a download link in the description. I don't have much to say about this game other than that around this time I got interested in pseudo 3D graphics and started looking into Mode 7 style graphics, and I wanted to see if I could recreate that somehow. I was also interested in the Rust programming language around this time as well, and which led to me creating Crab Kart, a Mode 7 style racing game written in Rust. You can play with a friend on the same computer or just simply play against a timer and see how fast you can complete some number of laps. Anyway, other than that, not the most notable game that I created this year. I'll probably include a download link anyway. This was a project that I actually gave up on this year. I was starting to get interested in raycast graphics. I want to create something similar to Wolfenstein 3D, and I also want to create some sort of level editor that will allow me to more easily create the game. However, I think at some point I stopped liking how the game looked, and it also started losing interest, and eventually decided to stop working on it. It's currently a lackluster walking simulator. I don't really have anything else to say about it.
Hey, Timmy, what are you doing back? I thought I exploded you. Oh, you see, I reincarnated as this wooden figure in your next game that you're about to review. And also, I'm just a figment of your imagination caused by your slowly deteriorating sanity, so I can't really die in the first place. Hey, wait, what are you doing to me? Wait, what? Hey, stop!
Huh, that wasn't very satisfying without sound. Anyway, I don't think we'll be hearing from Timmy anytime soon. Besides, reincarnating as wood? What a stupid material to reincarnate as. Moving on from that, I made this project when I got interested in falling sand simulations and wanted to try to create one myself. This one has many elements that you can mess around with, including lava, acid, explosives, and other stuff. I also made this in Rust, so that was fun as well. It's quite fun to screw around in, and you can see that I'm doing that in the background here. I did actually make some updates since the last video I posted of a demo for this project. I believe that I changed the way sand and other materials interact with water and liquids, and I also slightly optimized the simulation. Anyway, that's it. This is a game that I created for the 2023 GMTK Game Jam. I programmed it over the course of 2 days, and this is what I made. It was far from the best in the rankings and competition, but I still had fun taking part in the game jam and enjoyed creating this game. The theme for the jam was roles reversed, and I had a pretty nutty idea where you were playing a Sokoban game, but you were instead playing as one of the boxes that was instead trying to squish the humans that were trying to push you. It was a weird idea, but also kind of funny. The game is kind of buggy and is also coded pretty terribly, but considering that I hacked this game over the course of 2 days, I think that is sort of forgivable. However, I think the human squish animation and sound are hilarious and kind of satisfying, so that's something I like about this game. Also, I made this game with the Love game engine because at the time I was sort of interested in Lua and wanted to try out Love for a simple project like this. Overall, I thought the experience was kind of fun, though I'm probably not going to be making too many games in Lua in the future, but again, Love is a nice engine. I'll link the itch.io page in the description. So yeah, this is just a Minecraft clone that I wrote in C++ for Funsies. It doesn't have too many features and only has a few blocks, but I mostly wrote this as a programming challenge to see if I could create a simple voxel game. I learned how to chunk blocks together so that the GPU actually could handle drawing that many blocks, and also I had to learn how frustum culling worked so that I did not need to draw unnecessary chunks. Overall, I think this was a fun project to work on. Last but not least is Scale the Tower. I made this game for the GitHub Game Off Jam, and I had a decent amount of fun creating it. I really like how it turned out in the end, and I'm also happy with the fact that I chose a 3D combined with 2D style for the game. In this game, your goal is to climb to the top of the tower and collect as much gold as possible without being killed by the enemies, which is actually kind of difficult considering I actually haven't made it to the top of the tower yet. My highest score is 3,890, so if you want to try out this game, try beating that. Anyway, I believe this is one of the best games I've written so far, and I'm actually kind of proud of how it looks. Consider checking it out on itch.io. I'll provide the download page link in the description. Man, 2023 was a wild year. I had a lot of fun with these projects. I wonder what projects I'll make in 2024. I bet they'll probably be just as good, hopefully better, though who knows, I might regress. But anyway, I wish you all a happy new year, and hopefully we won't get destroyed by nanobots controlled by hyper-advanced AI controlled by alien lizards. But you know what, that probably won't happen. Hey, Timmy, wait, you're back? Wait, how? Wait, I thought you exploded you 2 times. How do you? Wait, no, wait, what are you?